And welcome one and all to the first ever Enlit G Stupid Character Rumble. Tonight, 30 lost souls will compete for the honored distinction of being crowned the least worst character and the coolest guy, as well as the privilege of a main event championship match at WrestleMania. It doesn't get any bigger than that, folks. Lillian Garcia is in the ring singing the song of our people, probably Tarzan Boy or something, I don't know. And before anyone says that I'm just ripping off Germa with this video, I'll have you know I used to do this same thing in my room, talking to myself with SmackDown Here Comes the Pain like 50 years ago. So if anything, he ripped me off. He just doesn't know it because ain't nobody heard of my ass. But anyways, here comes our first competitor. The crowd is on their feet, wondering who it could be. Who is going to draw number one? My God, it's me! It's me, it's Old Man Jess! Look at what life has done to me, what YouTube has done to me. I'm branded with YouTube on my mangled, weathered carcass of a body, my emaciated husk. What have they done to me? This is the future that awaits anyone foolish and naive enough to try and embark upon a career in YouTube of all places. Absolutely horrific. I can barely stand to look at myself. And this is how I actually look in real life right now. This is the real me. This is what the life I live has done to me. Look at the scars on my body, the open, eternally bleeding physical and mental scars that can never be healed. This is a shell of a man, limping through life without pride or vigor. And if I know me, I have a hunch that's exactly what I intend to reclaim by entering the Rumble. And I did say some words before the Rumble. Let's go to that video and see what I had to say. Look at my fucking life. You think I like my fucking life? You think anyone would like my fucking life? I live in a fucking furnace room. I live in a fucking swampy shithole. And the only thing that brings me any comfort and joy is beating people up. So that's why I'm entering the Rumble on Sunday, to beat people up. Because even if you haven't done anything to me personally, I think on some level you probably have. Because you're a part of this world, and you're a part of the system, you're part of the problem. So you're all gonna fucking pay, okay? This Sunday, you're all gonna fucking pay! I'm gonna throw you over the top rope and kill you! I'm gonna kill you! Because I hate you. Troubling words from a desperate and deranged man. Seemingly motivated, but remember, I did draw number one, which is a huge disadvantage in a match like this. Let's see who drew number two. Oh, God. Not him. Anyone but him. The cringe lord of cruelty himself. Digibro.
Ooh, yeah. You don't want to mess with Ferguson. Nobody likes that guy. He's a bad guy. He's not a good guy. When he's around, you don't want to be around him because he's not a good guy. He's a bad guy, and he's going to make your time a bad time because when he's around, the times aren't so good. That's why he's the Ferguson. He makes things bad for you, and then you have to poo out all of your intestines because you've got enzymes in your colon. I'm gonna make your day bad.
Okay, so I guess to start the Rumble, it's going to be Old Man Jess versus his fated rival Digibro, or Artso Fartso, as he prefers to be called now, immediately on the offensive with a strong knee to the sternum followed by repeated punches. While Old Man Jess is down in a big leg drop, Digibro is immensely powerful in his current form. I did not set this up, by the way. This was a legit random drawing, and it just so happened that the first two combatants in this Royal Rumble match tonight are Old Man Jess and Artso freaking Fartso. We've had many a bloody battle before, folks, and it seems we are destined to do this forever. Hopefully not, though. Hopefully whoever is entering at number 3 is going to be someone with a sense of justice who can help me vanquish the evil Digibro once and for all. Who's it gonna be, folks? Who's the third man? This crowd is on their feet for someone. I can only hope it's someone good and noble, and it is! It's best guy ever! Digibro's days are numbered, but he goes after me instead! What is this? This is an outrage! I guess it truly is every man for himself in the Royal Rumble. This treachery is disappointing, but not unexpected. Let's see what best guy ever has to say for himself.
Big, 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 big bang! There's only one man who stands a chance of surviving this year's Rumble. He's got the athleticism, he's got the aesthetics, and he's got the genius level intellect required to be the last man standing at this year's Rumble. The best guy ever! Bang bang!
Confident as ever is the unflappable best guy ever. Let's see if that confidence pays off, but already the number 4 combatant is entering the ring. It's the outlaw hero, Casey Jones! Noted vigilante supreme, and immediately Old Man Jess goes right for him with a suplex. Odd turn of events, I did not see that one coming. Truly, this man is broken in the mind. He can no longer distinguish friend from foe, hero from villain. He's going after his own heroes as though they were his enemies. He truly has no allegiance to anyone anymore, but Casey Jones is fighting back, tossing me over the top rope, and I'm skinning the cat, of course. My years of suffering in the furnace room while emaciating my body have lowered my body weight enough to perform feats of agility, such as skinning the cat. Best guy ever is about to eliminate Digibro. Casey Jones is about to eliminate me. What is going on here? Digibro gets back into the ring in time to hurl Best Guy Ever over the ropes. Casey Jones just eliminated Old Man Jess. I can't believe it. He came in at number 1. He's already been eliminated. Only 4 men have entered the ring. The match just started, and already another humiliating failure in the life and times of Old Man Jess. He picked a fight with the wrong guy. How could you do this to me, Casey Jones? You were my hero and also my dad. And here's Ben Saint. Ben Saint has entered the match, going right for Best Guy Ever. Going right for his hated brother, Best Guy Ever. They have a long-standing feud, folks. Something about a pair of sneakers or something, I don't know. But never before, not since Kane and The Undertaker, have 2 brothers sought to destroy each other with so much malice and hatred in their hearts. Ooh, a devastating blow to Best Guy Ever. Ben Saint with some kind of scoop slam into a Falcon Arrow. That's a very technical wrestling maneuver. I don't know where he learned that. Must have been hitting the books in preparation for this match. Exactly what one would expect from a studious academic and man of the world like Ben Saint. And it's just about time for the next competitor to enter the arena, but Best Guy Ever turning the tables on Ben, hurling him outside the ropes. Looks like Ben's in trouble here. He could very well be eliminated. Oh my God! It's him! I can't believe it! The best boy of all! Colt Corona is in the Royal Rumble! We haven't seen this guy. I haven't seen this guy in what feels like years. He left on some kind of spiritual journey, and that's the last anyone has heard of him. I didn't even know he was going to be here today. He didn't tell anyone. He certainly didn't tell me. All I have here, what is this? Apparently, Colt Corona released some kind of press statement. It says, "When I win the Royal Rumble, I will make Calypso grant my wish to get us all out of the furnace room." Okay, apparently Colt Corona believes that this is the Twisted Metal tournament. It's not. There is no wish-making involved. Nevertheless, I hope he can avenge me, and here comes a new competitor. This is Vinny the Fortune Teller. Vinny the Fortune Teller might require a little bit of explanation. This is an old, forgotten character. I don't think he's ever been revealed publicly before, but he's actually one of the original Enlit G characters from way back in the day. Basically, he's a fortune teller, but he's like funny and cool. He's going for Colt Corona immediately, kicking the crap out of Colt Corona. I have no fear. Colt Corona is a very resilient boy. He'll get up. This is not going to be the end of Colt Corona. You can't just come into the Royal Rumble and immediately eliminate Colt Corona. He will reverse you. He will get you in a bind when he's way behind before you even know it. And as you can see right there, throwing Vinny the Fortune Teller, Vinny the Fortune Teller might get eliminated before I even get a chance to explain his origins. And here's a promo by Ben Saint. So much is happening I can barely keep track of it all, people. Let's see what Ben has to say.
You think I'm scared of a little rumble? You think any of these little up-jump juvies has a chance to best me at the ancient art of pugilism? Let me tell you who you're fucking with. 410,757,864,530 dead cops. I am the cop killer. Born to die. World is a fuck. I am Trash Man. Straight out of Neo Milwaukee, baby.
I understood some of those words. A terrifying threat, I'm sure, by Ben Saint. And as you can see, Ben Saint is repping the Patreon logo on his t-shirt, which I can only surmise stands for patreon.com/endlessjess. Very kind of him to shout out my Patreon on his wrestling apparel. And he's got Casey Jones on the outside of the ropes. He might just get an elimination here. He might just cause a great upset. He did. Ben Saint just eliminated Casey Jones. He is on a rampage. Clearly, Ben Saint is not all talk. He came here to back it up. Colt Corona's got Vinny the Fortune Teller by the head. Now, back to Vinny the Fortune Teller. This is a character that I created back in high school with my friends. He was sort of a collaborative process. We used to just kind of, you know, spitball shit and make each other laugh, and some characters came out of that, and Vinny the Fortune Teller was one of them. So his inclusion in this Rumble is sort of a tribute to all the friends that I used to have. Friends who I've lost. Friends who hate me now because I became a weird YouTube person and a toxic monster. Can't blame anybody for running for the hills on that one. I would run away from me too, if I could. I hate myself. But back on the topic of Vinny the Fortune Teller, an interesting factoid about this character is that he does have a brother. Another character who will be entering the Rumble later on this evening. So keep an eye out for that. Another ancient, long-forgotten, wacky character from the before times in the primordial Untitled G lore. And if Vinny is still in the Rumble when that happens, it'll be interesting to see if they can operate on the same page, or if the every man for himself atmosphere of the Rumble will pit them against each other. Alliances can happen in the Rumble, but not for long, because in the end, there can be only one. And we've got a new competitor here, people, but enough about that. Ben Saint is about to eliminate Digibro over in the corner there. He did it! Ben Saint just eliminated Digibro! The reign of terror is finally over. His villainy at long last subdued. He's been in this Rumble since the very beginning, people. He came in at number 2. No one could stop his mad rampage until the noble Ben Saint came in and stood up for all of us, but now Vinny's got him on the ropes. No, this cannot be how it ends for the mighty pugilist Ben Saint, the chosen hero, the champion of good, the one who will stand up for all of us against a villain like Digibro. This can't be how it ends. No! Vinny the Fortune Teller has eliminated Ben Saint, and you have to wonder if there's some kind of alliance going on here, if he is avenging Digibro or if he's just an opportunist. Artso Fartso has been ruling this Rumble with an iron fist from the very beginning, thanks to his immense power, but even that immense power was no match for the pugilist Ben Saint, avenging so many. But no sooner did he avenge those fallen souls than he himself was eliminated by Vinny the Fortune Teller. And in all this pandemonium, I didn't even get a chance to mention the mysterious Rhinoceros has entered the Rumble. The most mysterious character of all, and also possibly the stupidest, but I hope I'm not speaking too soon. Oh God! Why did I jinx it? That terrible sound you hear can only mean one thing. Civilizations throughout the galaxy fear this dreaded hymn, as it heralds the arrival of the cosmic freak, Alien Boy. Hopefully someone in this ring is brave enough to stand up to this tyrant from the stars, and it's gonna be best guy ever with a valiant dropkick. But the ever-invulnerable Alien Boy gets right back up, impervious to all physical and emotional damage. He has no heart and cannot feel any pain. Someone who is feeling pain, though, right now is Vinny the Fortune Teller, a huge clubbing blow from the mysterious Rhinoceros, who then lifts him up and drops him for a huge knee to the abdomen. Such is the power of the mysterious Rhinoceros. This hulking beast of mystery has kept his identity a closely guarded secret for many years. That mask never comes off, and Colt Corona going right for him, trying to eliminate the mysterious Rhinoceros, because as we all know, if there's one thing Colt Corona can't stand, it's a coward who hides his identity behind a stupid mask. Best guy ever has been eliminated by Alien Boy, and we barely even have time to mourn his loss, because already a new competitor is coming to the ring. It's Hypocrite!
You don't fuck me! You don't fuck me! You don't fuck me! I fuck me! Fuck you!
Intimidating words by a very fired-up Hypocrite who clearly came in here with a game plan already about to eliminate the mysterious Rhinoceros. We saw, as soon as he entered the ring, teamed up with Colt Corona to try and eliminate the mysterious Rhinoceros right away. That's a good strategy. You've got to eliminate the biggest guys. Temporary alliances are a must for eliminating the strongest, most powerful, most dangerous opponents. You don't want a guy like the mysterious Rhinoceros hanging around the ring for too long, eliminating everybody. The mysterious Rhinoceros now appears to have hurt his knee after a flying dive from Alien Boy off the top rope. Hypocrite swinging wildly and missing. Colt Corona seemingly attacking everyone randomly in one of his berserker rages. He has no permanent alliances. He has no concept of friendship anymore. He has lost himself to the blood rage, and here comes the Kayfabe Commander. This might be over, folks. The Kayfabe Commander is the most powerful, most sinister, most nefarious villain I've ever seen in the history of professional wrestling. Vinny the Fortune Teller attempting to valiantly stand up to Kayfabe Commander, but I doubt it'll have much of an effect. Actually succeeding in throwing him over the top rope, and now Alien Boy trying to push Kayfabe Commander out, but he is too wily, too crafty, too strong to be eliminated that easily, and I think Alien Boy is making a big mistake here, not only in attacking the Kayfabe Commander, but specifically in trying to punch him in the face. I don't know why you would do that to a man who is clearly wearing a massive helmet, and like I thought, Alien Boy pays for it almost immediately. Kayfabe Commander, like it was nothing, knocking him back and getting him in a suplex, now flexing in a malevolent display of dominance, and Colt Corona just got eliminated by the mysterious Rhinoceros. His dreams have been scattered, shattered, and smashed all about the arena. I bet he regrets picking a fight with the Mysterious Rhinoceros, but Mysterious Rhinoceros now himself is in trouble on the outside of the ropes at the mercy of the Kayfabe Commander, who, as we all know, has none. He has no mercy. He has no concept of mercy. The only concept he has is bullying. The only thing he understands is being a huge prick and beating people up. Mysterious Rhinoceros just barely fighting its way back into the ring, and now going after Alien Boy. Kayfabe Commander seems to have lost interest in both of them, just kind of standing there watching events unfold, almost as if he sees all of the other competitors in the ring as beneath him, these weak mortals beneath his attention, finally going after Vinny the Fortune Teller with repeated backbreakers to the side. That's really going to mess up your internal organs, your kidneys, your appendix, and a Hypocrite going right after Kayfabe Commander with a backbreaker of his own into a Russian leg sweep. I don't know where this is coming from. Untapped wells of power hidden within the furtive Hypocrite are exploding all at once. He's had enough of the Kayfabe Commander's reign of terror. He's going right after him. He's got him in the thing, and he's got him, and he's getting him, and he's getting him, and there's Garfield! Garfield is in the ring! Garfield is here! My God! Garfield with a DDT to Vinny the Fortune Teller! Hypocrite has got Kayfabe Commander on the outside of the ring. He's pushing him out. Is Hypocrite going to get the upset of the century and eliminate the Kayfabe Commander? No, Kayfabe Commander's back in the ring. Garfield just hurled Vinny the Fortune Teller over the top rope. Kayfabe Commander is now getting revenge on Hypocrite. He's got him on the outside of the ropes, and a backbreaker by Alien Boy to the Mysterious Rhinoceros to another Russian leg sweep. Hypocrite valiantly fighting his way back into the ring with a shoulder thrust into the head scissors, and Garfield is here. Did I mention that Garfield is in the Royal Rumble? I can't believe it. Garfield! Kayfabe Commander and Hypocrite sizing each other up. This is the ultimate battle of wills we're seeing here, and it's only 1/3 of the battles going on in the ring here. We've got Kayfabe Commander fighting the Hypocrite. We've got the Mysterious Rhinoceros fighting Alien Boy. We've got Garfield just fucking standing there menacingly, sizing people up, slowly taking his time deliberating who he's going to dismantle and devour first. His ravenous appetite is all-consuming. He cannot be satiated. He cannot be filled. He cannot be satisfied until all are conquered, laying about the ground, massacred at his feet. Garfield will reign supreme. One day he hates you. He'll kill you. He's Garfield. Oh, fuck. Luckily, he seems to be tuckered out now. He's taking a breather. Garfield's one weakness is that he is extremely fat and terribly out of shape. Typical Garfield, coming into the Rumble, eliminating Vinny the Fortune Teller in a short burst of energy before tiring himself out. Now he's just kind of taking it easy, and here comes 2015 Jess. You already saw Old Man Jess. It's true, I'm pulling a Mick Foley here, just like in the 1998 Rumble when Mick Foley famously entered both as the Cactus Jack and Mankind and Dude Love. He entered 3 times in one Rumble. There are 2 versions of Endless Jess in this Rumble. Bet you didn't see that one coming. This is 2015 Jess, so I gotta explain this. This is WWE 2K16, which means it came out in 2015. This is the character that I created for myself when I got the game in 2015, and as you can see, how I felt and how I perceived myself back in 2015 is quite a bit different from Old Man Jess, the character that reflects how I feel and how I perceive myself now. The difference is night and day. 2015 Jess is incredibly powerful, incredibly bold, courageous, strong. He's colorful, he's bombastic, he's charismatic, he's cool. He's extremely agile here with a lion salt all the way across the entire length of the ring onto Garfield. And contrast that to the broken down, battered, and weathered old husk, the walking corpse that is Old Man Jess. An emaciated shell of a man racked with illnesses, both physical and mental. And Alien Boy just got eliminated by Hypocrite. Alien Boy is livid, but enough about that. Let's go back to talking about Old Man Jess and what a sad, pathetic wretch he has become. Gotta make sure my commentary tonight meets the audience-mandated self-deprecation quota, because as we all know, self-deprecation is a vital part of the YouTube economy by virtue of being an opiate for the incredibly fickle and crab-like YouTube audience, allowing them to feel good about themselves and superior to someone else while pretending to sympathize and relate. Otherwise, people get angry when they see someone with genuine confidence and self-esteem, and so they seek to destroy that person. Learning that lesson is but one ingredient of the poisonous, toxic cocktail of life that turns a 2015 Jess into an old man Jess. A man at rock bottom, a man at the end of his rope, a man out of sorts, out of time, and out of his mind. A man consumed by chaos, barely clinging on to life and inching ever closer to death's door with every passing day of his tormented, hopeless existence. Nothing at all like his youthful counterpart, the virile and brave 2015 Jess, who we now see fighting off an alliance of Hypocrite and the Kayfabe Commander, fighting back from the brink of annihilation. That's why he's called the Endless One, a blessing that for him will soon become a curse. So it has been, and so it will be. As Vinny the Fortune Teller would say, I have predicted this. And here's Donatello, the most depraved and feared of all the Ninja Turtles, immediately going after Hypocrite. Donatello has one goal, and that's to destroy as many dreams as possible, already with his filthy, unwashed turtle foot right in the mouth of Hypocrite. God, that perverse, sewer-dwelling miscreant. He's only been in the Rumble for half a second, and already his vile antics have deeply disturbed me. Oh God, I can smell him from here. He smells like rat piss and rape. I can only imagine what kind of fecal bacteria is crawling under the crusted claws of his turtle toes. I think I'm gonna be sick. Thankfully, Garfield seems to have regained some of his lost energy and motivation, and is wasting no time in taking the fight to this villain, kicking the crap out of Donatello with a big Samoan drop. That's all of Garfield's immense weight crashing down on Donatello, hopefully cracking his shell and snapping his spine in twine. Believe me, he deserves it. Donatello is an agent of chaos and a being of pure terrorism. He needs to be put down, and I think Garfield might be the one to do it. Help us, Garfield. You're our only hope. And meanwhile, 2015 Jess is taking the fight to Kayfabe Commander. Absolutely no fear on Endless Jess circa 2015. He is truly a fearless warrior, and that arrogance will be his undoing, as made clear by the haunting vision of his future, my present, Old Man Jess, who, lest we forget, entered the Rumble at number 1 and was immediately eliminated like the hopeless failure that he was always destined to become. And speaking of hopeless failures, this next competitor who has just entered the Rumble might just be the most hopeless failure of all. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Rumble debut of Man Who Doesn't Know Who Batman Is. Yes, that's his legal name, folks, and no, I don't know how that works. It is but one of many things about this enigma of a human being that make absolutely no sense. It makes even less sense the more you think about it, but before I get too incredulous about that, 2015 Jess just eliminated the Kayfabe Commander, his hated foe, a long sought-after victory for 2015 Endless Jess, and unfortunately a Pyrrhic one, ultimately a short-lived victory as his life will slowly unravel over the next few years and his mind deteriorate to a point of absolute crushing nihilism. And speaking of crushing absolute nihilism, here comes one of the most nihilistic, absurdly, comically, perversely evil characters in the history of stupid characters. It's none other than the Bloody Dead Man. Many have called this man the worst character of all time, although I'd say that's a pretty bold claim considering he's in the same Rumble as guy who doesn't know Batman, who, despite his overwhelming ignorance and general incompetence at life, seems to be viciously tearing apart Garfield. And of course 2015 Jess puts a stop to that, rushing to the defense of his fallen feline friend and spirit animal. Also worth noting, doesn't know who Batman is, does know who Garfield is. He does possess a basic working knowledge of popular media characters, just not Batman. Is a weird blind spot that no one can explain. And speaking of men who no one can explain, feast your eyes upon the blonde Adonis who just entered the ring. The man, the myth, the collective, Davoo! Missing in action for years, everyone wants to celebrate the return of Davoo. But first, we gotta watch a fucking promo by a guy who doesn't know Batman.
Look, people, I'm a pretty smart guy. I've read a lot of books. I've been to school, but I just don't understand what is all this Batman stuff people keep talking about. What the heck is it? Is it a man Superman, I know that guy. Batman? Bruce Wayne? What the heck is Bruce Wayne? I know this guy. That's Robin, the boy wonder. But who the heck is this guy? I don't understand.
Ugh. I apologize for that, people. Thankfully, he's gone now. He got eliminated during that promo. And Garfield just got eliminated as well. I guess Monday came early for him. This is a tragedy that Garfield was eliminated so unceremoniously. I wish I could be sadder, but I'm just elated that Doesn't Know Who Batman Is was eliminated. He actually got eliminated during his own promo. I've never seen that happen before. How does anyone fail that hard? And by the way, did anyone notice he was wearing a Batman mask? How does that even happen? What did he think was on his face? You know what? He's gone. It's best not to think about it. Moving on, whoever's next can't possibly be any worse. And once again, I have spoken too soon. It is someone far, far worse. Ladies and gentlemen, making his first appearance since 2011, a character that I'm sure none of you will recognize or remember because he only existed in one video that was taken down years ago, Tucker Todd Ferguson. This is a character who was supposed to be a foil to me, or a nemesis, or like an evil roommate or something, and he's just like an obnoxious hipster, SJW, I guess, in stupid glasses and flip-flops, like everything I hated as a shallow 22-year-old in 2011. He sucks, and I suck for making him. He's a failed character, and I hope he doesn't win. He's been long since banished to the furnace room alongside all of my other failures. And here comes a character who is not a failure by any means. Here comes one of the great characters, a true patriot, a true champion, a classic character in the Untitled G pantheon, perhaps the classic character, none other than the Prince of all Saiyans himself, Vegeta. Going right for Davu. He's got Davu on the ropes with Super Saiyan power, unparalleled strength, forcing Davu out of the ring, and Davu is eliminated. Davu himself, also very powerful. This boy has clearly been working out in heightened gravity, but even that's no match for the intensive training regiment that Vegeta puts himself through every day of his life. That's why he's super, and most men can only be regular. That's why he makes the big bucks. That's why he's got his own spaceship. That's why he lives in a capsule mansion with an in-ground pool. And that's why he's got a hottie like Bulma. Now compare that to a useless fuck like Tucker Todd Ferguson over there. The very essence of mediocrity. He doesn't even look weird or wacky or cool or anything. He just looks like a dude. Just some dude. He looks so out of place with all these jokers and madmen. You've got a depraved freak like the Bloody Dead Man, a mutant abomination like Donatello, and cartoon heroes like Vegeta and Endless Jess 2015. And then in the middle of all that, you've got Tucker Todd Ferguson, the master of mediocrity. Although calling him a master of anything is probably giving him too much credit, and here's Thanos! The Mad Titan is here to bring balance to the Rumble! Look out! Everybody get out of the ring! Run! It's not safe anymore! At least half of you are doomed! Oh my god, who's he gonna kill first? And he's going right for Tucker Todd Ferguson! Tucker Todd Ferguson has bitten off more than he can chew. This is a weak man! A weak, scrawny, scrubby nerd of a man! Tucker Todd Ferguson cannot withstand an assault by Thanos! What the hell?! Tucker Todd Ferguson standing up to Thanos, and Thanos backs down! Almost as if it was all some kind of a test, and by standing up to him, Tucker Todd Ferguson has proven himself in the eyes of Thanos and earned the respect of the Mad Titan. I can't believe it! Tucker Todd Ferguson is a soft beta male geek of a man. He's the worst character in the Rumble so far. I never would have imagined such a coward would stand his ground before a mad bastard like Thanos. Truly, the Rumble is a place where boys become men and men become even manlier men, and as we can see now, Endless Jess 2015 is trying to take out Thanos, attempting to dethrone the Mad Titan for himself, but Thanos gets him in a side slam and fucking gets him. Well, I guess it was more of a backbreaker, but nevertheless, the point is, a mistake has been made. Oh boy, Endless G is in trouble now. Oh crap, he's in the head scissors. Shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have messed with Thanos. You should have aimed for the head. And now he's got you on the outside of the ropes. Thanos has Endless G 2015 on the outside of the ropes. Oh, God! No! Oh, you knew it was gonna happen. You knew that he was due for a downfall. I told you his arrogance would be his undoing. And this is the start of it, people. This is the beginning of the end for 2015 Jess. Eliminated by Thanos in the Rumble, and it's all downhill from there. You know, he was feeling pretty full of himself when he took out the kayfabe commander, but he had no idea what misfortune was coming his way. Thanos isn't even the worst of it. Not by a long shot. But enough about that loser. Todd Ferguson is proving himself far more formidable than anyone could have anticipated, now on the outside of the ropes being pushed out by Donatello, but holding his ground. Thanos just standing there watching. As you saw earlier, Todd Ferguson reversed a suplex attempt by Thanos into a suplex of his own, and clearly there is now a substantial amount of mutual respect between these two combatants. Thanos going after Todd's attacker, Donatello. Anything can happen in the Royal Rumble, and this is proof of that. Never would I have imagined that Thanos would make a friend, nor would I have imagined that Todd Ferguson would redeem himself both as a warrior and as a man. And we've got a new combatant entering the Rumble. People, this is a new character. It's Pudding Cup. Yes, there he is in all of his brown glory. Feast your eyes upon the incomparable Pudding Cup. Now, how do I explain this character? Pudding Cup is a helper. He's here to help when you've got problems of a certain kind. And I will explain those problems in a minute, but before I do, we've got a situation unfolding here. Donatello has Thanos on the ropes, and now with a big super kick, Donatello has eliminated Thanos! That fiend! Thanos, of course, beside himself with this development, wishing he had the Infinity Stones with him. Unfortunately, the Infinity Gauntlet is considered a foreign object, and thus was not allowed in the Royal Rumble. Otherwise, I think it's safe to say that Thanos would still be in this match, and most likely on the fast track to victory. But anyways, back to Pudding Cup. Pudding Cup is your friend. He's my friend. He's a friend to the innocent, a friend to the animals and to the people of Earth. And if you're ever having a bad, brown time, just give Pudding Cup a call and he'll be there to help. Just as it says in his theme song, sang by children holding hands on playgrounds all around the world. When you've got that diarrhea, Pudding Cup's here, Pudding Cup's here, poopy goop shooting out your ear, Pudding Cup's here to help. Pudding Cup recorded that in 1957, and ever since then he's been traveling the world, helping where he's needed. Not all heroes wear capes. Some heroes wear brown lederhosen and a snorkel. And we've got another competitor coming to the ring now. It's hard to imagine what more kooky characters could possibly be left, and that's Shinobi 3! Shinobi 3 is here! The most hardcore game! The most hardcore motherfucker you've ever seen! Todd Ferguson calling for a timeout. That's not how the rules work in a Royal Rumble, and Shinobi 3 immediately taking great offense to the cowardice of Todd Ferguson and going directly after him to teach him a lesson that he won't soon forget. People, I can't believe what I'm seeing here. Look at the battles between good and evil that are going on simultaneously in this ring. The brave Pudding Cup defending our children from the perverse Bloody Dead Man. Vegeta avenging the innocent by battling the demonic Donatello. And Shinobi 3 toughening up Todd with a lesson in pain. And Pudding Cup has vanquished the Bloody Dead Man. Cameras are waiting backstage. Let's see what this freak has to say about his loss here tonight.
As the sun rises, I rest my bones, and in my peaceful slumber I dream of violence and carnage and death and blood. Oh, the blood. And when I wake up, I make those dreams a reality because I go on a rampage. No one is safe from my wrath. I am the Bloody Dead Man, and now it's time for me to retire for the night. It's time for me to go to bed. The Bloody Dead Man feels nothing. Okay, goodbye, good night. Everybody go fuck yourselves and go to hell. I'll see you there because I own a timeshare in the pit of Satan's anus. Goodbye.
Ominous words by the Bloody Dead Man. I'm sure we've not seen the last of him. He is eternal, he can be defeated but never destroyed, and Vegeta has just been eliminated by an alliance of Shinobi 3 and Pudding Cup as we see our next combatant entering and a combatant leaving. Donatello has been eliminated by who? I don't know, it happened off screen, but one of these heroes in the ring has thwarted his rampage. And for that, let's say thank you and not look a gift horse in the mouth. Anyways, our next competitor has entered the ring, none other than Shinji Ikari. And as you can see, Shinji has beefed up considerably. Clearly living in a post-impact world has matured him greatly, strengthening both his body and mind, fashioning him into a true warrior. It should be exciting to see how this new and improved Shinji is going to fare in the Royal Rumble against such incredibly powerful opponents as Shinobi 3. And what a clash of champions this is! The heroic Shinji Ikari locking horns and throwing hands with the hardest of the hardcore, Shinobi 3. Shinobi 3 coming out on top so far. Despite Shinji's decades of hard living in a post-apocalyptic hellscape, he still seems to be no match for Shinobi 3, but let's not discount the courage it takes to stand up to a foe like Shinobi 3 at all, let alone the resilience to survive his storm of kicks and furious blows. Shinobi 3, truly the essence of ruthless aggression, and our next competitor is here from the icy hellscape of the northernmost point of Hell's Pit, Satan Claus, the unholy holiday harbinger of holly jolly horror, the fallen angel of Feliz Navidad, or as he's often called, Old Saint Prick. This is the wrestling debut of Satan Claus. We've yet to see what this guy can do in the ring, but if he's anywhere near as powerful as he is cool, then the other competitors are in trouble, because I should think it pretty obvious that Satan Claus is one cool dude. And as you can see, Satan Claus wasting no time in administering a holiday beating to Tucker Todd Ferguson, most likely as punishment for his many sins. Meanwhile, Shinji seems to have finally turned the tables on Shinobi 3. These two have been duking it out since Shinji entered the Rumble, and we've got a new competitor entering. It's Roscoe the Clown! Roscoe the Clown is here! Remember when Vinny the Fortune Teller was in the Rumble earlier, and I said that he had a brother, another character who would be making his debut in the Rumble? Well, here he is, the brother of Vinny the Fortune Teller, Roscoe the Clown. Another ancient, forgotten Endlet G character from the before time, reintroduced to the world via the miraculous night of magic and wonder that is the Royal Rumble. The most celebrated annual event of our people, the most wondrous and important holiday we have as a culture. Just don't say that too loudly in front of Satan Claus. He might have a problem with that, and you might incur his demonic wrath. As we can clearly see, Tucker Todd Ferguson seems to have incurred it through some sin that we are not privy to, but there are no secrets from Satan Claus. He knows when you've been bad or good, and he's gonna kick your ass pretty much either way, unless you're cool. As we all know, Satan Claus has one ruling philosophy that he lives by. It's cool to be cruel. Of course, there's no one cooler and no one crueler than Shinobi 3, who just planted Satan Claus with a facebuster after an eternity of battling his hated foe, Shinji Ikari. And now it seems Shinji Ikari and Shinobi 3 forming a temporary truce, Shinji going after Satan Claus and Shinobi 3 continuing his vicious beating on Tucker Todd Ferguson right where he left off before he got sidetracked by the arrival of Shinji. Shinji now on the ropes, being pushed out by Satan Claus. This could be the end of Shinji Ikari, but I don't think so. He's withstood more traumatizing things than this. He'll pull through like he always does. My God, I spoke too soon! Perhaps Shinji was weakened from his battle with Shinobi 3, and like the opportunistic serpent that he is, Satan Claus took advantage of that fatigue to eliminate Shinji Ikari. There will be no congratulations tonight when Shinji returns home to the bombed-out wreckage of Nerve HQ, where he lives with his beautiful wife Asuka. He will be berated, insulted, struck violently, horribly abused, and made to sleep on the couch. Shinji has no doubt matured into a brave and valiant warrior, but I have no doubt that returning home tonight, he has a great fear in his heart once more. Fear of the dreaded female-on-male spousal abuse that he incurs with his every failure. But back to the action in the ring. Pudding Cup and Roscoe the Clown seem to be forming an alliance against Shinobi 3, and meanwhile Tucker Todd is continuing to stand his ground, now fighting back against Satan Claus. You gotta give it up for Tucker Todd. He's been in this Rumble for a while now, and he's really proven himself. I didn't believe in him at first. Nobody believed in him at first, but I am shocked at how well he's done so far. And this music can only mean one thing! He's here! He is called the Iron Master! Some know him as the Cinemasochist, but his true name, written in the stars, Potor Gargak! Pudding Cup eliminated by Shinobi 3 as Potor Gargak enters the Rumble. Fare thee well, Pudding Cup! We hardly knew ye, but you will be avenged! Potor is here!
The heavens have once again cracked open. And like a shot of lightning from Zeus himself, from the hammer of Thor, the arena of the champions once again has been put forth. For 29 mere mortals, and one beast, one Iron Master, the true champion.
Potor Gargak entering the Rumble at last, immediately setting his sights upon Satan Claus, most likely as part of his ongoing crusade to punish evil and rid the world of lawbreaker scum. Shinobi 3 better watch out. He's been the most powerful being in this ring for some time, but if you know the legend of Potor Gargak, you know he is the only man in this ring confirmed to have beaten Shinobi 3 in the past. These two warriors have a long and bloody history between them, but we've got a new competitor coming to the ring. It's Pig Swine! God help us! It's Pig Swine. Oh God, I was dreading the moment that Pig Swine would make his debut. Have you ever seen a more hideous fuck? A more disturbing physical specimen? A repulsive, sweating sack of lard and grease? This is the worst character, I promise. No matter who's coming out next, nobody, no creature that could ever be conceived could ever match the hideousness of Pig Swine. Dear God, and while that monster had me distracted, Tucker Todd Ferguson was eliminated by Roscoe the Clown, and meanwhile, the cursed ham himself, Pig Swine, eliminated Shinobi 3! This is an outrage! Oh God, what the hell is this now? Don't tell me he's got a promo.
Pig Swine. Pig Swine. Pig Swine. Pig Swine! Pig Swine! Pig Swine! Pig Swine! Pig Swine!
Wow, that was enlightening. Not a waste of time at all. I'm so glad we got that captivating look into Pig Swine's motivations. I'm upset. I'm furious. Shinobi 3, one of the greatest and most legendary warriors of all time, caught off guard and felled by the underhanded treachery of an Arizona sweat hog like Pig Swine. A bastard more beast than man. I apologize for going off on a tirade here, folks. I'm trying to do my job. Here comes Babadook Spook, and Pig Swine just eliminated Roscoe the Clown too! Will somebody stop his reign of terror, please? Can everybody just cooperate and gang up on him and get him out of here? We can't stand for this. It's a crime. It's not right. Oh, God. This is the worst possible timeline. Look at who's left in the ring. Potor Gargak just got eliminated by an alliance of evil between Satan Claus and Babadook Spook, and now it's those two nefarious fucks in the ring with fucking Pig Swine, who is worse than evil. There's nobody to root for here right now. I mean, Babadook Spook is pure malevolence. God help the world if he wins. Satan Claus is a one-note joke at best, who should have been eliminated forever ago. And Pig Swine is Pig Swine. The ring has been conquered by evil. We need a hero, and thank God, one has arrived. One who can stand against the darkness that has enveloped this Rumble. Finally, someone is here who can bring justice to this circus, who can bring some much-needed law and order into this farcical nightmare. If you don't know him, people, you will soon. It's everyone's friend, Amigo Esquelito. And already, Amigo Esquelito is being attacked by an irate Babadook Spook who considers himself the lord of all skeletons. He can't stand to share the spotlight with anyone else even remotely spooky, so it's no surprise that he would find himself emasculated and threatened by the very presence of a beloved bony alpha male like Amigo Esquelito. Also, Pig Swine eliminated Satan Claus. Who cares? It's time for the number 30 entrant. Who could it be? It's him! It's Alamo Vic! The vanguard of our great nation's borders is here! Alamo Vic, has arrived in the Royal Rumble. Remember the Alamo, motherfuckers! Yeah! Woo! Yeehaw!
The other day I went down to Mexico. I killed one and took her hat. I've been killing Mexicans since I was 7 years old. Remember the Alamo, motherfuckers?
Whoa, I like this character.
I done down went to Mexico, killed me a Mexican last week. Got me a Mexican scalp. I was scalping Mexicans since I was 7 years old. Remember the Alamo, motherfuckers? Yeah! Yeah!
Whoa.
Inspiring words by the legendary hero Alamo Vic, one of the great heroes of our great nation's great history. And as you can see, Victor wasted no time in going after his hated rival, the vaguely Hispanic-sounding Amigo Esqueleto, a man whose origins have not yet been revealed. So who's to say if he truly is himself a Mexican? It's difficult to really ascertain the ethnicity of a skeleton. However, Victor did say something about scalping Mexicans, and I have to wonder if Amigo Esqueleto's exposed skull is in fact the result of an earlier scalping by Alamo Vic. Could it be that these two men have met before, and that their heated rivalry goes back further than anyone could have known? Well, if you ask me, I say, sure, why the hell not? Meanwhile, Pigswine is battling with Babadook Spook. God help us if Babadook Spook wins the Rumble, but even that would be preferable to a Pigswine victory. I refuse to accept a Pigswine victory. If someone doesn't eliminate that monster, and soon, I will shit myself in protest. I can't believe he's been in the Rumble this long. Why did I make him so powerful? Why did I make him at all? I am a man of great shame and many regrets, people, and Pigswine is most of them. Absolutely disgusting. I can smell him from here. The acrid stench wafting from every naked inch of his gelatinous flesh is so powerful and rancid that it brings tears to my left eye, whilst my right eye cries, for another reason entirely, shame. Deep shame that a shit character like Pigswine was allowed to take up a spot in the Royal Rumble when so many were left behind. Tommy Oliver, not in the Rumble. Munchie, not in the Rumble. I forgot to include both of them, but somehow Pigswine made the cut. Clearly, I owe my friends an apology, and rest assured, I feel deep remorse for ever having created such an insult to swines, hogs, and ham boys everywhere. Pigswine is the blackface of swinous Americans, a twisted mockery of kind-hearted ham boys and ham girls the world over. He is truly offensive on every level. His very existence is an affront to God. And you know, despite his propensity for evil, Babadook Spook is taking one for the team and doing the world a great service right now, in viciously beating Pigswine within an inch of his worthless life. Temporarily fighting on the side of justice, giving his all to the cause of trying to eliminate Pigswine. You don't have to agree with Babadook Spook on everything. You don't have to agree with his views or his ways. But I think we can all agree, better the devil we know than the one we don't. And Babadook Spook is practically a national treasure compared to the unknowable enigma that is Pigswine. What does Pigswine want? What is he here for? Why doesn't he die? These questions have no answers, save for the ones in our most horrific nightmares. Babadook Spook trying desperately to defeat Pigswine, but he can barely get a hold on the fat sack of fuck. His body is too damn greasy. His vile sweat enabling him to slip from the grasp of his opponents. That is pure, 100% hog grease, being secreted out of every pore of his oozing carcass, leaking out from underneath every flappy fold of his flabby fucking body. I hate him! We're down to the last four, folks. Please, God, don't let it be Pigswine. I'm starting to get a little bit afraid that Pigswine is actually going to win this thing. I'm horrified by the resilience of this creature, and Victor just eliminated Amigo Esqueleto. They've been fighting this whole time, while I've been distracted by Pigswine, having some kind of epic battle over there that I couldn't even focus on because I was so disgusted by Pigswine, and now we're down to three. The last three men. One of these people will be the champion. Oh, God. Anyone but Pigswine. Victor with a backbreaker to Pigswine, followed by a Russian leg sweep. Thank God. Yes, please, beat him up. Hopefully Victor and Babadook Spook can work together, put aside their differences, Put aside the fact that one is clearly good and the other clearly evil, and take care of the greater threat before duking it out themselves. Pig Swine is a threat to national security, he's a threat to our way of life and all things good and decent, and now Victor's on the roof. No! Babadook Spook, what are you doing, you idiot? No! Oh my god! This cannot be happening! Babadook Spook and Pig Swine are teaming up to eliminate Victor! Somebody stop this madness! Somebody stop this! Ah! Victor hanging on for dear life! I think I just had a fucking heart attack! I don't want to imagine a world where either Babadook Spook or Pig Swine wins the Rumble. If Babadook Spook wins, he'll unleash hell on Earth, and if Pig Swine wins, then the very concept of the Royal Rumble is ruined forever. Because no such foul beast deserves such a victory, and all of humanity may as well just throw in the towel at that point. Because we're fucking done as a species. And it'll be all my fault, because I'm the poor naive bastard who created him. I'm the fool who played God, the one whose mad science inadvertently spawned this grotesque mockery of life called Pig Swine. God have mercy on my soul if Pig Swine wins the Rumble. He must be killed. He must be destroyed. Please, one of you, kill my cursed creation. Yes, yes, that's it. Work together, you glorious bastards. Make him pay! Make him suffer! Alamo Vic and Babadook Spook finally coming to their senses and working together, putting their differences aside and operating as a unit to defeat this mistake of nature and science, this horrible thing. Yes, that's it! Get him out of the ring, Babadook Spook! Toss him over! Now kick him! Push him out! 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 Yes! Pig Swine is gone! And now it's down to 2, baby! Babadook Spook versus Alamo Vic! Now no matter who wins, Pig Swine loses, and that's the most universal victory of all! It's down to good versus evil now, folks. Good old-fashioned frontier patriotism versus death-worshipping, power-hungry malevolence. 2 valid philosophies, unlike Pig Swine, who is a being of pure nihilism, and Babadook Spook is on the ropes. Victor wins! Alamo Vic has won the Rumble! This boy is going to Mexico to scalp some Mexicans! He's patrolling the border! He's keeping our country safe! He's remembering the fucking Alamo! Yeah! What a Rumble we have just seen here tonight, folks! Alamo Vic coming in at number 30, just when all hope seemed lost, defeating villains like Babadook Spook and Pig Swine, standing victorious in the end, taking home the glory, taking home the title of coolest guy, and this boy's going to WrestleMania. First he's going to Mexico to scalp Mexicans, but then he's going to WrestleMania. He truly is the victor.
Get on the horse, we'll get the fuck out of here. Woo!